Hey, this is MWBushcraft here. Just wanted to say welcome to this video, the shed build video. Finally, we're building something. Finally, we're starting. I'm pretty pumped. I'm fairly confident that I can do it, and I'm only saying that because I already finished it and I'm filming this after. Yep, hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, comment, or don't. I don't mind. Just enjoy it for what it is. Anyway, let's get to it. Okay. Always wear gloves and eye protection. These kind of count, but make sure that if you're ever doing a chop saw, and especially for a long period of time, some ear protection is good as well. Sweet. That's all I got to do so far. Right. So I'm going to space these about 16 inches apart. I'm going to try to do my best to get it reasonably close. This one's a little bit too short. I'm not going to screw these in yet. I just want a good place. You know what? One of them is longer. Now there's a reason why this wood was half off. It's not all perfect. But this is how big the new shed will be. Now I'm just trying to make sure that this 4x4 is going to be square with everything else. I need to get the drill. So this isn't necessarily the right way to do it, but this is the way I'm going to do it. So on this one, it is quite a bit lower to make it level. Dirt, I mean. At least level with this. I want this to be as square as it can on the outside before I even worry about anything on the inside. Make sure you wear eye protection. You're not always going to come out unscathed. Beautiful. These impact grills are a must-have for things like this. I mean, you need these too, don't get me wrong, but impacts are a blessing. I would say that these go on the outside. That is always what you should do. But I'm not able to, just due to the tools we have on hand. And the size of that shed is 12.5 by 8. Normally, because these boards are about 12 feet, or they're supposed to be. They're actually 12'1", but that just makes this better because it's going to overhang by 3 or 4 inches on either side. Well, not anymore. But this is normally not how I would do this. But due to the limitations that I already have, that was how to strip a screw. Because the ground isn't. But the reason why I'm building it like this is so that we can move this. We can put it somewhere else in the yard. This isn't the permanent location. Because number one, we've got power lines right above us. And obviously we can't have that. We're not allowed to have permanent structures underneath the power lines, but this isn't a permanent structure. It's a frame that will be sitting on cinder blocks. Not ideal, but none of this is. We just need a new shed. Good enough for the girls I go out with, which is not very many. That's good. Not ideal. What can you do? Well, I'll do this first one and then I'll remeasure all of them just because I already drilled these holes. So. that extra bit of stability. So, on to the next one. I gotta move this railroad tie. This wasn't that hard, but didn't want to do it. Pressure treated wood is definitely more difficult to drill. That's pretty good. This is not the correct way to do this. But since it's a temporary structure and I'm overusing screws, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. So, sweet. Well, my phone's about to die. I'm sure that I'll get that done, that platform done tomorrow, very least, and I'll be able to start putting together the shed itself, which I'm pretty excited about. I'll be putting it on cinder blocks, digging some holes to make it level. It'll be pretty solid, and you guys will see all that. I know I'm not the best builder by any stretch, but I'm sure that I'll get better with time, and if my materials were actually straight, then it wouldn't be a problem, but they really aren't. I'm gonna have to go through, likely have to cut some other pieces. I'm sure that there's a couple other long ones in there, but we will see what I have to do. But it's the end of the day. It's getting close to like 8:30 or 9, and while I could keep going, I've been up since like 5:30 this morning. I just need a rest, so I'll play a song for y'all. Not entirely sure what to play, so I gotta think on it for a bit. think I'm gonna head in for the night. I'll be back out tomorrow to do more of the shed, and you guys will get to see that. I'll post whatever I've got on Monday. So, Saturday now. Kind of hurting a bit. I feel like crap. Kind of just got to keep going though. Figured I'd at the very least come out here and play a song and get me ready to start building some more. So appreciate y'all for sticking around and watching my stuff. But finally, and maybe another finally, but we're starting to build stuff. Anyway, back to it. So here we are again. This is Saturday now, and just wanted to show you guys some of the progress I've made. Got this board in, overall frame built. This one is too short, and so are most of these. So I need to go and replace them with something else.
This is something else.
But fortunately, I'm gonna have to pull this apart a bit. So we'll see. Well, I'm a bit sick today, but being outside for a bit and just playing some guitar kind of helps me feel a little bit better. So I wasn't entirely planning on doing a whole bunch with this today, but I'm going to see if I can get it done still. At least this platform. All this wood is still going to be used, but just not for this. Oh, got my first splinter of the project. It's out now. Well, that one definitely won't be. It's a shame. Actually, it's still in pretty decent shape. Use this one as a good template of what not to get. Too long. Leave it right here for now, just in case I can't find enough and I have to cut it. Oh, perfect. That's what I like to see. All right. Well, I'm still going to try to find a few more because I don't want to have to cut that one. If it's already an 8-foot piece, why not leave it that? Some of these are between 90 and 93 inches, and 8 feet to 96. ankle popped something weird. And then I dropped the board on it. Good enough for the girls that I date, which ain't very many of them, but hey, we out here. Alright, time to start building. Okay, so I apparently lied. It's going to take more than just one cut to do this. But, I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. I was going to have to cut some braces for these joists anyway, so we'll be back here for sure. Remember, don't do what I'm doing. I even have gloves right here and I just didn't work. But it's a good idea to wear gloves. Don't want to screw up your hands and your eyes. This is supposed to have a protective shield on it, by the way. Don't know where that is, but I'm assuming it broke. But we're out here. Some progress has been made. Hey, I'm back. It's Sunday. Normally I don't do a whole bunch on Sunday, but here we are, finishing today. So I can get this video out on Monday for y'all. So anyway, pretty much all I need to do is put those cross braces on and screw down the OSB board. Yep. I'm so excited though to get this tiny house done, but I can't even start on it until this shed's done. So that's my motivation for this. I need that done. Anyway, let's get into it. There's Penny, living the dream, protecting his wife. This is the third reminder of what not to do. You're not supposed to hold it like this. You're supposed to wear gloves and ear protection. That should do it though. Here's your reminder. But that's not how you're supposed to do it. Sweet. Boy, it is hot out here. Good hammer. This wood is still really tough. It's either cedar or maybe even redwood. By the way, this pine is recycled. It would just be going to the dump because a lot of it's reject wood. It's too small for a truss company to use. Truss company, it would be just going directly to the dump. It's a waste of wood, so we use it to heat our house in the winter, at least help heat it. Saves money, and it's nice to have a good fire, you know? That'll do it every time. Good thing I got a spare. These were cheap bits. Surprised it even lasted this long. Yeah, you can get like a pack of 30, like $8 at Lowe's. And sure, a nice bit's a nice bit, but you're gonna strip them all eventually. That's way better. Unfortunately, now that I'm looking at these two back here, they just aren't going to do. All these other ones are snug. These ones just aren't. So I think I'm going to go cut some more. That's better. It's not as snug as I wish, but it's snug enough. I'd be lying if I said it was perfect, but man, it ain't bad. I can start carting over some OSB board. Well, this battery lasted the entire build up till now, so that's pretty impressive. And it only had 2 bars to begin with. Man, it's hot out here. I am literally this close to being finished with that platform. Just need to essentially trim a piece of OSB board down to the correct size and put it on. But it's just real hot out, and frankly, I just don't want to do that right now. But yeah, rule of thumb, if you're using recycled materials, well, they're not always going to be perfect. Not that I expected them to be, but it took a lot longer than it otherwise would have. a lot more trekking back and forth to find the right piece. I'll cut all that out in the video, or most of it at least, but like I went through so many pieces of OSB board that was cut a couple, just a little bit too short, but you can't tell unless you measure it. So you got to measure it, and oh well, where's my measuring tape? Oh well, you know, you kind of get how it goes. Or this board is just half an inch too short, or this one's just half an inch too long, or this one's just a little bit too warped. You know, those are all things you definitely need to consider when it comes to reusing materials. But other than that, I still got it done. But now that I've got it and it's done, I can start putting that shed together. We're one step closer to the tiny house. But anyway, I'll play y'all a quick tune. That's a good song. It's Rainy Day by America. I love me some America. Speaking of, you know, 'tis the season, of course. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, comment, you know, share, do whatever you want. Or don't. I don't rule your life. Have a good one.